If you're a Christian man in your late 20s to 30s, you've got a job, you serve at church, you pray, and somehow finding a wife feels like the hardest thing you've ever tried to do, you're not crazy. But there is a reason this feels hard, and there is a simple plan to move forward. So be sure to stay with us till the end of the video. We're gonna lay it all out. Let me say this straight. Career and ministry feel easier than dating because the rules are clearer and the feedback is cleaner. So you know how to navigate. At work, you know how it works. You do the project, maybe you get the promotion, or you don't. You learn a new skill, you make more income. Same with ministry. You show up, serve, lead, study. Over time, you see the fruit. But finding a godly wife can feel like be a godly man, but don't be too intense. Pursue, but don't be too forward. Wait on God, but also take initiative. It feels like no clear steps, just vague advice and a ticking clock.
As a woman, I want to speak into this. You were never actually taught how to pursue a woman with clarity. You were just told, hey, you just love Jesus. Everything else will sort itself out. So now you are crushing it at work, serving at church, then go home alone on a Sunday, wondering, what am I missing here? You are not less of a man. You just don't have a plan. And without a plan, this area will always feel harder than it has to.
So let's fix that. Instead of God, magically drop her in my lap, we move to God. I'm going to steward my part every week and trust you with the timing.
Amen.
So man, with that in mind, I'm gonna give you a simple weekly wife plan, not a 47-step formula, just clear reps you can actually do. For the weekly wife plan, think of your week in 3 buckets. Your walk with God, becoming more attractive, and putting yourself where attractive, godly women actually are. And keep it simple. With the first bucket, we're focused on the heart, not perfection. Start with 15 minutes a day, reading the Bible and honest, focused prayer, not fancy, churchy language. Remember, God looks at the heart, not the amount of fancy words you use in your prayers. And journal once a week. It can be as simple as writing a paragraph. For example, here's how I trusted God and took action towards marriage this week. This helps you not turn dating into an idol or an excuse for passivity.
Bucket number 2, become more attractive in dating. And I'm not talking about becoming someone else that you're not. I'm just talking about sharpening who God has already made you to be. 2 things every week. 1, work out 3 times a week. It can just be walks and push-ups, but steward your body. 1 grooming and style upgrade every week. It can be a haircut, better fitted shirt, clean shoes, and skincare. Most Christian women are not looking for a model. They're looking for a man who looks like he cares about his life.
Last but not least, bucket 3, putting yourself where godly, attractive women actually are. I believe this is where most Christian men are stuck. Here's exactly how we're gonna fix that. Every week, put yourself in 2 environments where godly, attractive women would actually appear. It can be church, serving team, Bible study, a conference, maybe even a friend's event. Next, we're gonna focus on having 10 conversations with real humans. And lastly, 1 clear invitation with a woman you're actually interested in. And it doesn't have to be creepy. Something like, hey, I've enjoyed talking to you. Would you like grabbing coffee after church next week? Keep it simple. And that's it. If you sincerely apply this for 12 weeks straight, it's impossible for you to be in the same place.
And hear me on this. You're not behind because God forgot about you. Most of you are behind because no one has ever given you such a clear and godly plan to follow and hold you to it.
Finding a wife feels like the hardest thing you've ever tried to do because you've been trying to do it without a system, a community, and a plan. And if you actually want help living this out week by week, this whole channel exists for you. Hit subscribe, stay in this with us, and start your first 12 weeks of real reps.
So stop just praying about it. Start walking out in faith with God in the center.
We love you, brothers. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.